Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Studio. And we're going to be checking out, but this is the A-120 Family Comic Studio, and I might going to be showing you some spoilers, starting with the sillies, the characters that credits to Zvarden for the entities, starting with the A-120, the M120A, the M120B, the M120C, and the M120D. There's no descriptions around here to see what is absolutely noticed, and the other kinds of characters or some sort of the entities like those things aren't going to be the member of those families. There is the X120, the XM120, the E120, the ERM120, the E to V thing as well. The Scary 120, Scammy 120, A120 Rebuilt, the A120's family members, the A120 Doors, the A120 Rooms Low Detailed, the M120E, the A120 Distorted Rooms, and another Distorted Rooms could be the Z120, B120 from the stored rooms, D120. Another one could be for Dumb 120, Smart 120, T120, the B30, the A280, B60, and A120TR, A20 Insanity Rooms, B120 Low Detailed, and finally, the A120 Substandard Rooms. We didn't absolutely check it out of this thing as well. And the developers could be the A35 with Top Hat, some random fan, the Tinner Search Comics, Tinser Comics, Grace's Silvers, the IR fan, LP80, Alchemist the Slapper, Indy from AL, Brainy, Brady I saw, I mean, Brady I also myself like those things, or some sort of like this, an unknown person of something as hell, I'm not sure. This isn't going to be for around here. And finally, B140, the comic studio user, and probably should be able to be try to do it first as well, so we don't want to check it out of those characters even then it know it is. And let's move on for some items that we got anything from here. So we have some sort of the human waste, the laxatives, juice, belt, tables, knives, the reverse laxatives, diaper, and finally the X-ray. There is nothing from over here from the others and developers as well, including for the effects as well. Probably the backgrounds are still probably here, and it must be for some sort of a house from some sort of like those things as well. And because of the beds aren't real like anyways as well, because of doing this that we're not going to be doing as well. Forget about timeout corner for around as well, even that we never know it is because there is nothing over here for around here as well. So we have the front door and the exit as well. We have the window screen. We have the kitchen as probably to do this as well, the side kitchen, and probably that must be the bed corner over here. So let's start it for around this thing as well, instead of like anything as possible that we added for some kitchen as well. And I shouldn't not going to be doing this for really possible as well, so I'm not gonna be added for some characters, and we will be absolutely doing for as well, especially let's going to be making for some sort of a little bit as well. And I'm probably sure we're gonna be added for some scruffiest characters like those things, instead of Five Nights at Freddy's and Danicol drawings that I'm not gonna be pretty possibly that won't be able to be checked out for this thing that we already did, and here and probably like anything that is going to be for around here. So it's not been here for around to do this, as we're probably going to be for is the 6th stage or the OC's corners is around here. So I'm not very sure. The South Park, it could be for around for the 7th page of the studio crossovers, and I won't be able to be for find out for some sort of to do it, but whenever that I just try to get a little bit for something. And especially there must be a lot of new characters in Scruffy S Comic Studio, like it's been a while. But so, if I just go to be added a little bit for a round of those things, maybe we use one of their crossovers from their studios to add it for some sort of Cookie Run characters, including some sort of Diary of a Wimpy Kid characters around here for just Manny Heffley, and Mr. Heffley, I guess. And added characters for something as for Scruffiest and for some sort of cozy cafe, like those guys, like probably what it else is that I just try to get a little bit as possible as well. So nothing in this family member around of those things as well. Instead of their faces like their drones in this last video, but it's absolutely completely almost for about for 15 minutes, I guess. So we're started around here because this is not for his big brother or dad like those some kind of things as well. But that wasn't going to be a mother anyways. That she was coming in for really one time as the voices. What are you doing here back here for something like I didn't realize? So probably that must be for Mr. Heffley overall. So that must be pretended like for some sort of red velvet, like a small childhood or something as well. Even there must be the kids as anyways. There's Manny Heffley over here. And the characters completely having for a little bit for much time in this living room as well. That must be for standing isn't going to be for one thing as anyways. Because that must be for Mala Sauce, Purple Yum, Milk Cookie, Dino Sour, and Rambutan Cookie around here in this couch. At the kitchen from over here, we added for some sort of Orange Sisters like those things as well. The breakfast cookie from over here at the kitchen over here, and probably for some sort of a least of those persons from over here as well. So that was probably that I wasn't going to be hilarious for some sort of this. And yes, we saved some drafts from over here, and I wasn't going to be telling you why for around here. If I'm going to be seeing those faces, there are quite fully monsters as well. Because I just absolutely added a little bit amount of those things that we just possibly that I just completely did for around over 7 minutes as well. Because that we just did this instead of Friday Night Funkin' as well, Pizza Tower, Alphabet LORE, Battle for Dream Island, or anything else as Obsessions as well, Sonics, or anything that we're going to be doing this for some sort of like the numbers, and my singing monsters, or any kinds of stickmans, and even as possible that I wouldn't be going to be for I'm not very positive like those things as well. So I'm still positive for around here, and I couldn't be able to be finding as well because since I just going to be lost my mind. Anyways, that should be the end of this video, and I'm afraid that you have to be at the age of 18 to view this comic studio like anyways, because that was contained for some sort of monsters, even back in Halloween, I guess. So that will be the end of this video, and the link is going to be in the description, and you might gotta be following the warnings as well before that you're going to get in of this comic studio by clicking the link below, and also that the main website of this comic studios to before browsing for some sort of like those things, it's also linked in the description for around here, and it contains blocked ups as well, or the ad pop-ups as well. But absolutely that you recommend it to using for the ad blocker or something as well before you can access the Comic Studio anyways. So probably thanks for watching, and I gotta be see you in 2 days, of course, and I'll be see you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later. So thanks for watching, I guess.